This morning, we're going to continue our special focus on mental health, kids in crisis, with a look at solutions to help struggling teenagers. This evening, CBSNews.com and our CBS-owned stations across the country will exclusively stream the documentary Connecting the Dots, exploring the global youth mental health crisis. Meg Oliver spoke with a group of New Jersey high schoolers enrolled in a special class learning simple strategies to ease stress and improve their learning and their well-being.
3 days a week, Grinnellese crews Maddie Torres and Alex Kumar meet with their high school social worker, Kristen Madden.
We could start with some breathing exercises to just kind of get us calm.
In 2020, the Parsippany Hills School District in New Jersey started the STRIVE program. It offers at-risk youth academic support for the classroom and teaches coping skills for their emotions.
I got depressed, and it wasn't really good. I was kind of in my room a lot, and it wasn't really fun.
How bad did it get for you?
It got bad. It's definitely been better since I've gotten in this program. I think the last few weeks have been hard for me, for sure.
Yeah. Why have they been hard?
Just like school. And Ms. Madden definitely helps me this morning.
On this day, Maddie was struggling with some online teasing. She's not alone. Numerous studies have shown an association between increasing social media use and depression. Researchers found that teens compare themselves to curated images posted online and feel inadequate and insecure.
Raise your hand if you've been depressed. Raise your hand if you've struggled with anxiety. Raise your hand if you feel like you're in a better place today.
I'm having more of a smile on my face now. I'm being more positive.
Kristen Madden wants parents to know that their children are facing bigger challenges than when they were adolescents.
It's real for these kids. Usually they're not trying to be difficult. They really are struggling.
Have you ever seen it this bad?
Never. Breathe in for 4 seconds.
In addition to academic support, Madden teaches her students coping strategies from breath work
Hold it for 7 seconds.
to grounding.
One of the activities that you can do anywhere if you're feeling anxious is a grounding activity. It's called 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So 5 things that I can see is the board, the flag, your glasses, the note paper, and then my pen.
4 things you can touch.
My water bottle, the pens, the table, and my skin.
3 things you can hear.
Voices, the elevator, and the clock ticking.
2 things you can smell.
And smell Alex's food.
You can smell that? Wow.
My lip gloss.
And 1 thing that you can taste.
The pizza I ate.
It's a tool she says anyone can use during an anxious moment.
The important part is that you're able to interrupt what is going through your mind. It just kind of brings you back to focus on things. I mean, if you're in the middle of a state of anxiety and you have to look around and pick 5 things to see and really focus on them, it interrupts the cycle of anxiety. The prompt that I picked today was, what is 1 thing you're proud of achieving?
Madden also stresses the benefits of journaling and focusing on positive aspects of your life.
I had a good grade on my math test, and I'm like really terrible at math, so I'm proud of that.
We know that gratitude helps reduce anxiety and depression, and being in a state of here and now and being grateful for the things that you do have rather than focusing on the things you don't. And I think with teenagers, that's especially huge because they compare themselves so often to other students.
What do you want other kids at home to know about why it's so important to talk about your mental health?
It's not good to keep it bundled together because you will literally lose your mind, because it's happened to me before and it's not a good feeling.
It's okay to ask for help. You don't need to suffer in silence. It's all right. Not everybody's going to accept, but you will find the right people.
Grinnellese told me the most important thing she wants parents to know is to just be there for their kids. And experts say parents need to take care of their own mental health to best help their children.
That slogan is catching on, the "it's okay not to be okay." And the more we talk about it, the more helpful it is. That grounding exercise, what does that do? Just to
really
make you
good.
stay in the present,
Well,
in the
it
present
basically
moment?
breaks up the anxiety. So if you're having an anxious moment and you start going down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
Yeah.
you start looking around and what can I see, what can I hear, what can I taste, and then it brings you back.
That's something we can all do.
I
too.
think so too, and I wanted there to be a really concrete takeaway for parents and students because we know they're in trouble, but these programs are working.
But the other thing, Meg, that I took away from this is the amount of, when I was a kid and I was bullied, I could go home. And the torment ended when I walked through the door of my house
Right.
because there was no social media, and also I wasn't inundated with images of who I was supposed to be when I was at home. And now kids today, I really worry for them because they are 24/7 under the microscope, feeling the pressure, gun violence in their schools.
Because that bully could be in your hands.
That's
Yes.
right.
Constantly.
Leave the
Or not
school and
even somebody you know. It's an image that you see on social media
Yes.
that tells you you should be like
That's
this.
constant. You were bullied in school? High school, junior high school?
All through, for a very long time. I moved around a lot as a kid, so
Yeah.
always being the new kid was always very difficult. I wasn't sporty. I was very nerdy.
Yeah.
And into, Dungeons and Dragons. And
Right.
the things that, that nerdy.
If you could go back and talk to little Vlad, what would you say?
Well, I would try to do that grounding exercise because that
really
really is something that centers you in the moment. And also, it's what you said, Gayle, it's okay to not be okay. But also, that Vlad would not know this Vlad. And
Yes.
that is the most beautiful
That's
part
true.
of life.
It's going to get better.
It's going to get
And
better.
it does get better.
It does.
The other thing I liked in the piece, gratitude helps reduce anxiety and depression.
And this is
I
an
think that's
area
important for people to think about.
they can use their smartphones to journal, use your
Yes.
voice memos, all that kind of stuff. There's a smart way to do that.
I like
Thank you,
that.
Meg. Thank you.
Meg,
Well
thank you.
done.
Really great, Meg. Thank you.
Meg Oliver. A reminder, the documentary is called Connecting the Dots. It's available on demand right now at cbsnews.com. It's very, very well done and very good. If you or your child is in emotional distress, call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline at 988.